What's up, YouTube? This is video journal number, I think 13, right? I didn't do one yesterday. I was busy, right? And then today was an even busier day, right? So that's on me, right? So Thursday, we got after it. Like I said, it was busy. It was a long day. And then I had to do a quick turnaround, right? Got off at 7, quick turnaround, and then straight back at it because the director needed help. Coach Hearn, he needed help in the morning because he'd be gone, right? So I did like 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., right? Today, that was busy. Still got my workout in and got my workout yesterday. I don't know if I'm going to show it, but basically yesterday's or Thursday's workout or lift was seated shoulder press, military press without like unsupported. So using a lot of core and stability, right, to get it up because you have no back and then you're just sitting on a bench trying to get it up. And then just went into single arm shoulder press, basically the same thing. And then today I did front squats. I didn't get to record because it was a long day. It was athletes in and out of the gym, and I don't really like recording when the athletes are in there, just for like personal sake, right? I'm not gonna be like, hey, you're gonna be in the video, but just like, I don't want to pause the video, record, work out, then watch whoever's in there, record, watch, then it just, like, I just wanted to get there, lift, enjoy the vibe from the weight room, right? And it was a good day. It was very like eye-opening, right? Because days like this when the director needs your help, and you're there all day, you get a grasp of like what it feels like, also a respect towards whoever's in charge, right? So like I was just doing that today, and man, was I tired. I was exhausted. There was times where I was just like, man, how am I going to get my lift in, right? Because the athletes come first, right? And then I was just like, when am I going to get my lift in? Like what hour? I'm trying to, if I can work out this hour, I could do this, but someone's in there, right? Stuff like that. And that was just for me, that was only one day. So imagine the director doing that for 5 days in a row and then off day, Saturday, Sunday. And like I said, I just had it on Friday and I was just like, oh man, it's, but it's fun because, you're working with athletes. It's always fun working with athletes, right? But most of these weren't my teams. Like the morning weren't my teams at all. So like getting to know people, joking around with them, and then just seeing them, come in and work hard. Like, I see my teams every day, so it was like a fresh start to be like, hey, how you doing? Or what position you play, like baseball or soccer, right? Like, are you a striker, you're a goalie? Like, strike conversations. And yeah, that part of it was fun. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Just eye-opening experience. Just, you don't know what someone else is going through, right? Like, not in that way, but like, man, it was a long day, and I can't imagine someone doing that all day, every day for 5 days, and just like exhausted, not knowing when to work out, getting everything done, right? Because I make my programs for my teams, and I think it's tedious. I think it's, right, like, oh, I don't really want to do this. And then, once athletes start doing your workout or like, hey, coach, this was a good workout today, or, it makes it feel better. So, like, it was good for me not to do my workout programs, but teach, like, do someone else's workout program and then teach it to the others. Like, I think that was a good learning experience of, like, learning new exercises, especially in his type of language, right? Like, we all use the same language for exercises, but most of us are different. Like, I don't know, right? So it's just different. For me, I got to teach because it was a new week. So it was a new week of exercises. So it was just like I got to basically say his program and then try to coach it, right? And it's like adapting, like I said, right? How fast can you adapt? So teaching those exercises to someone who doesn't know it and then seeing them execute it is a pretty good thing as a coach, right? Like if you have to explain it 1,000 times, then maybe you got to look internally and be like, I'm probably not explaining that well. So that's one thing that I've been trying to work on is, can I get the whole room's attention, right? Because our gym is very echoey. And second, can I explain it very well that they get it the first time and I don't have to explain. So if I'm like, hey, simple as we're doing back squats, this is how many warm-up sets we got to get to our top set. And then our top sets, this is what number we're at. Make sure you have your number, right? But if someone comes up to me and is like, Coach, what are we doing? Then I either know they weren't paying attention, or right, like, or I didn't explain it right. Like if 10 people come up to me like, Coach, what number am I finding? What am I, right? Like I want less of that, right? Because I want the flow, the weight room to be as good as it is. And as a GA, right, I'm trying to learn all those small things, like, I don't know, like the psychology of people, seeing how others work together, how to control a room, not in the sense of like, oh, I'm going to tell you this, but like how your energy can transform someone else, right? Like it's very eye-opening. Like sometimes in the middle of a session, I'll get like a burst of energy. I don't know where it comes from, but it'll be like a burst of energy, and then you see everyone gravitate towards that energy. But if I come in as a coach, like, here we go, another day, and then that's how they are, right? Unless they bring energy, right? Like most of my teams, I encourage them to bring energy, cheer on your teammates when you're in the rack, you're in squatting, you're benching, right? I encourage them to cheer others on, right? And I think that's just culture, right? Just trying to find a weight room culture. And then, like I said, just being a GA, trying to learn the little small things, controlling the room, controlling not people, but like getting them to all listen. I don't know. I think it's a task. I don't know, right? As a GA, you know so little, and then when you're in the future me is gonna be like, why are you talking about that, right? So just those things. And like I said, busy day. Didn't really get to record my workouts. One thing that I do want to do is, I keep saying, is that I want to start enjoying, conditioning, right? So like I said, I've been talking about this guy, Austin Yoakum, and he's kind of bringing light to the strength and conditioning world of like, not everyone knows what they're doing, right? And create your own, like be your own person, right? And so he's kind of, if you look at his Instagram, you'd be like, what are you doing, right? But he's still doing it, but he's just adding external factors. So like today I was watching a video of his when it was like 5 a.m. and it was him sprinting, and he would throw a lacrosse ball, and he would basically go fetch for the ball. And I was like, that's so smart. Like just as simple as a ball to go sprint, right? Because if you told me, all right, go do 4 sprints to 10 yards, right? I'm not going to want to do it. But if you gave me a ball, throw it out there, and then go get it, like I'm going to be down. So I think I'm trying to be outside the box of conditioning to make it more competitive, but like encouraged to be there. Like I want you to get done from conditioning and be like, dang, I don't like that it's over. Almost like a PE. Remember as PE as kids, like when that bell rang to start dress, like to go back to the locker room to dress, you didn't want the basketball game to end. You didn't want dodgeball to end. You didn't want whatever game the coach had laid out. You didn't want it to end. So I kind of been dealing with that with my athletes, just part of their warm up, just trying to like slowly bring it in. And every team that I've done the warm up with so far, like a game or something, they come back into the weight room a different team. Like they come back ready to kill the workout, ready, like they want to get better, they want intent, right? But like I'm saying, when I do the other warm ups, the A skips, knee tuck, lunge, and twists, I just know it's boring for me, right? So I know it's boring for them. Like I don't even do it as an athlete if I'm gonna go lift after them, right? Like why would I give them some? Like I understand, you're not an athlete anymore, but hold on, let me fix that. Like sometimes you have to give them what you don't think, but I don't know, they have more intent. They're more excited when I'm showing them the games and I explain it well. They get after it. They have intent. They got a sweat going. Their blood flow is pumped, right? And I'm just like, they just want to get better. So when they come in, they're a different person and they get after the workout. Whereas if I had them do knee tuck, lunge, and twist, side lunges, they just, another day of just stretching, right? Just stuff like that. So I'm kind of trying to change my own way, trying to, just like Austin Yoakum says, like think outside the box as a coach, right? Like just it's yours for the taking. Like you do what you want to do, right? And I think the best option for me is how can I get the most out of the athletes, even if they're like in season, they don't even want to go to weights. How do I make them be like, I want to go to weights this week, and it's in season, right? So stuff like that. And that's basically been on my mind, just trying to be outside of the strength coach world. Maybe it's been there. Like, everything I read is training is never new. It's always just comes back up, and I understand that. And just like as a G, I'm trying to learn everything, and then, I learn everything, or I'm trying to learn everything, and then I get into one thing, and I'm like, I really enjoy that, and then I kind of get myself out of that, and then try to find something new, right? Just research as best as possible into something, take a step back, and then how can I implement it into my programs. And I keep saying his name, but Yoakum, right? He talks about a guy saying, keep 90% of your program the same, but then 10% change it. And that's kind of what I've been doing. Like, maybe my 10% is the warm up. How can I get them excited to lift, right? How can I get them excited to do a 30-minute lift? Because my lifts are 30 to 45 minutes at most, right? I'm not killing them. They're in season. Most of my athletes are in season right now. And like my off-season workouts, right? Get in, get out, punch your ticket, enjoy the workout, get a lift in, right? And that's kind of how I've been going at things. So that's been on my mind. And I think that's pretty much it. 12 minutes of me talking again. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoy doing these, and my fault for not staying on the course. So this is gonna be both those video journals, because I talked about my workout yesterday and today. And yeah, just how can I get them to keep getting better? I keep talking about that in every video journal. And then just changing the program, because it's your program, right? Like, don't worry about whatever any other coach is doing, right? I'm saying that as a GA, but I'm saying that to myself, right? Because I look around on Instagram, I'm like, oh, he's doing that, I should be doing that. And then I'm like, nah, just take it step by step, right? Like, enjoy it, enjoy the program process, enjoy this, right? If it's working, like, my athletes aren't injured. My athletes, thank God, my athletes aren't injured. They keep coming back to the weight room, and they're getting stronger. So I'm like, it's working. So then my ego's like, let me change something. Let me do this. And I'm like, hey, settle down. Like, my true self is like, just keep going at it. The body's not like that. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good night or a good morning, and let's go.